What's going on, everyone? Gilman with Wellthy Stocks, back with our daily Palantir update video, ticker symbol PLTR, where we take a look at how Palantir stock traded today, key levels of support and resistance that we are looking at moving into the future, and based on that, what we think Palantir stock could do. So real quick, if you enjoy videos like this, don't forget to hit that like button down below, subscribe to my channel if you are new, and comment down below what your thoughts on Palantir are. And I'd love to chat with you guys down there. Let me go ahead and hit record. We'll get right into it. So another red day for Palantir, decent red day. We're down almost 6% on the day, 5.93. Looking a little bit up in the after hours, but still not a great day to be a Palantir shareholder. We're talking about, breaking kind of that 2250 level. So we'll take a look at that. We'll take a look at how it traded today. We'll take a look at future levels of support and resistance. If you're more interested in kind of what Palantir has going for it, I made a video 2 days ago, maybe 3 days ago at this point over the weekend, talking about Palantir, kind of all the contracts they had, all the potential they have, year-over-year growth. So feel free to check that out. This is more based on the price action for today, just because I don't want to, repeat a lot of what I've already said there. So now, first things first, right out of the gate, we were pushing up in the pre-market 2360s. That didn't hold for a while, or that didn't hold for long at all, and we started breaking below. So the first real level that we had was this 2248s. So we sold, we tried to break back into this level, and then we got rejected here, we found support here, 2248, pushed up, got VWAP rejected, and then came right back down, closed at 2175. So things that I didn't like, things that I didn't like was that we closed near a low of day, which seems to be the pattern nowadays, kind of sad. We're decently below VWAP, and we broke below the 2248 level. So what are we trying to find here, you guys? So, here we are. We were catching that breakout that took us from kind of the 20s to the mid 30s, then 40s. Sold off, ran into earnings, and then earnings followed by three things. If you've watched me on a daily basis, you know what I'm about to say. First things first, earnings surprise lost. No one was expecting that. Everyone was kind of hit by surprise. That was one of the reasons. Lockup expiration happened, which means all these executives that had gotten a bunch of shares were now able to sell their shares, and a lot of them did sell a decent amount of their shares, which caused a lot of selling pressure on the stock. Key thing to remember is that they mostly all of them held on to a majority of their shares. They were just cashing in, so you can't really blame them. And the third thing is the overall market was selling off, right? Which kind of took us from here in the mid 30s all the way to the low 20s. Then we started seeing a little bit of a recovery. Then we started falling again, and we're talking about this downtrend that was happening. And yesterday I drew this kind of bull pennant, as one of you guys pointed out, just to kind of see, right? I said, hey, we're not sure about this at all yet. But it's something that I want to draw on, just so that we can monitor it. And clearly, we broke below that in just a day. So that I'm not too, I'm not thinking this is a bull pennant just yet. I'm more worried about, where the bottom is here, which, not saying I can time the bottom, but it'd be cool to kind of see. So first things first, you guys, I had talked about this level yesterday, right? Going back to early, and the low will be right there. Going back to early January 4th, the low was 2250. Other than this one time that we dropped all the way to $20.18 and then recovered to close at $23.95, the other time our low was also 2240, right? So what do we see here? 2250, 2240, and then we started recovering, going as high as 27s. Now we're selling off again, and today we closed below that 2250, 2240 levels that we had previously kind of bounced around from. What does that mean? That means we're now lower than kind of the turnaround point that we had been in the past couple of times. So is this an indication that we keep going lower, or is this just an indication that we're just setting this 2188 and we start to turn around? Let's take a look at our levels real quick, and we will discuss that in just a second. So first things first, right? First level of support we have is this 2150 level. And again, if we break that, we've got run room all the way down to this 2018. That was our low point, pretty much that $20 mark if we keep falling. On the upside, we've got resistance coming up at 2248, then 2362, then 2408. Those are the three levels that we're looking at if we start to move up. Here is the thing, you guys. So another thing that I want to point out is this RSI. So if I draw a horizontal line right there, what you'll see is we are kind of at the same RSI that we were at before. So again, that's why another reason why it's super crucial to see what it does from here. Do we push below and make a lower RSI than where we are right now in the 36s, get to kind of more into the oversold side, or do we bounce from the same point we bounced here again and start to push up? I'm hoping that we see a little bit of green tomorrow on Thursday. Maybe we make a push towards the 2360s if we have enough momentum, and then, you know, kind of establish a baseline, go up from there. But we will see. Remember that I talked about demo day happening too. That's in mid-April though, so it's a few weeks out. We could definitely see an earnings, or excuse me, definitely see a run into that. But you know, right now what's happening is the Fed is talking a little bit about the market, or the economy each and every day. They're talking about, hey, we're recovering. We still have ways to go, but we are recovering. And they're talking about everything that's happening with the yields actually not being a bad sign, right? It's a good sign, but that kind of spooks Wall Street out, because what it's saying is, hey, the kind of growth we saw in the market last year is probably not going to be replicated this year, which is actually totally normal, right? The growth last year was unlike anything that we had seen in the stock market, right? We're talking, you know, Apple doubling, a lot of stocks kind of just going through the roof. So the market might be getting back to a little bit of normalcy here once we can, you know, stop selling off at some point. But that's what's happening, right? So the Fed talking every day kind of spooks the market every day. Sell-offs are happening more often than we'd like to see. For me personally, my Palantir positions, I have no short-term ones. I've got my shares that I'm continuing to hold. I've got my leaps going out to 2023, and I've got one leap for 2022, all of which I'm holding. I'm selling covered calls in the time being to kind of make up some money as, you know, we see a little bit of, you know, stocks not doing anything or pushing down in some cases. So, you know, a little bit of kind of weekly money, whatever I can make as I wait for the stock to turn around. Still very bullish on Palantir, right? If we get back into the mid 30s, we're talking about a 62% upside. If we get to 40, it's an 82% upside. If we could get to 45, it's a 104% upside. So I'm talking, look, even mid 30s, right? $35 mark. That's a 58% upside from where it is today. Not my average cost, I think, is a little bit higher than where it is right now. So I wouldn't be making 58%, but I'd still be making in the 40s, which I definitely think it could get back into mid 30s in a couple months. If not, then for sure sometime in 2021. Well, not for sure because no one knows for sure, but pretty highly confident can get that in sometime in 2021. And then look, if you can hold Palantir 2 to 3 years, I definitely think it's a $100 stock. I think it'll get there. We're getting deals with IBM. We're getting the AWS deal. We're getting clients like 3M, PG, right? Every kind of month or every even a few weeks, we're hearing about new deals. And the earnings report that I covered, right, showed that year over year, the same customers are actually getting an increase as well in the amount of money they spent with Palantir. The number of customers that give them over $1 million has been going up as well. All of which point to the direction that those that are using the company are happy with it, and then they're also getting new customers. So I think the growth is definitely there for Palantir. It's tough to hold on, I know, seeing that red every day, day after day, but I definitely am holding on because I see the reward potential at the end of the tunnel. Everyone has their own risk management. Make sure you manage your portfolio accordingly on how you see fit. But I personally see a lot of value in Palantir, and I'm excited to see where it can go in the long term. Short term, there's swings, and we'll see. You know, hopefully it doesn't just crazy sell off, and hopefully the S&P can start to push up again, and the IWM can start to push up again with the small caps. But hey, that's what it is, right? We got to hold on to the red days and then earn the green days. So that's all I had for you guys today. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe to my channel, comment down below what your thoughts on Palantir are, and I'd love to chat with you guys down there. Let's remember to be a bit better every single day, and until next time.